And better products mean more money, something we can all use, right? Especially one couple, Anthony and Janelle Edwards, living in one of the poorest and most obese places in America. The Edwards have a plan. Thanks. This is Fayette, Mississippi, the county seat of Jefferson County, home to just over 2,000 people. This is a place of great history and also one of great poverty. And it's also one of the fattest places in America. According to federal statistics, almost half of the population of Jefferson County is obese. Not overweight, obese. But that statistic won't be a reality for much longer if one Fayette couple has anything to say about it.
Obesity is a big issue here.
Meet Janelle Edwards. She and her husband, Anthony, are the brains, and more importantly, the heart, behind a program called Fat to Fit, based in Mississippi's fattest county.
Fat to Fit is a program where we're just trying to mobilize and encourage the residents of Jefferson County to become Fat to Fit. Fat to Fit is a program where we want to offer incentives, and we weigh in, we assess, we take measurements, we walk. We've developed walk groups and things of that nature.
And these small baby steps are designed to make a big difference. Janelle's husband, Anthony, knows what he'd like to see happen.
If we could get 10% of the population to lose or to get healthier, that would be an awesome dream, if we could affect just 10%.
The program is a brainchild of Janelle and Anthony, both driven for different reasons. Family is big here, and the reason Janelle actually lives in Fayette.
I'm married into a great family here from Fayette, Jefferson County.
I tell people this and they laugh. In my family, either you tall or you wide. So unfortunately, we got the height and we got the width. So, you know, we come from some healthy eaters. And I tell people that when you look at us, and it's so funny to me that when I'm now that I know I'm morbidly obese, but whenever I go take a physical, the doctor would always say, man, your blood pressure is good. Everything looks great, but in my head, I'm healthy because the doctor said I'm not struggling with no health issues, but the scale tells me different, and the way I feel tells me different.
It's a lifestyle they were both stuck in, along with just about every other person in their home county. But both Anthony and Janelle can tell you the moment they knew things had to change.
Be careful when you let people take your picture. We had no idea. We had been working hard that day, I'd never forget it, and we stopped to get some water and some ice and something to eat. And Joe was the last person to make it back to the truck. And the guy said, hey, let me take pictures. And he took Joe's picture. Joe smiled, and we didn't think nothing of it. But a couple days later, you know, he started to get phone calls, and they were saying, man, you on the front page of the Clarion Ledger. At the time, we had no idea that this guy was doing a story about Jefferson County being the fattest county. And we just laughed it off. We didn't really, you know, think nothing of it until they did a story on us through on CBS, Channel 12, I believe. They did a story, and then it hit us. It hit me that, wow, we are really in a bad situation in Jefferson County. And here it is, my brother is he's the poster boy for Jefferson County.
It was amazing to see myself in this news article. As I saw this picture, you know, I knew it was a problem. I'm like, man, they are considering me as the fattest guy in Jefferson County. And it took a toll on me. I knew then that I had to do something for myself.
And what Joseph started doing was changing his life. He started moving more, eating less, eating in more healthy ways, and he's had serious results. So far, losing over 80 pounds, But Joseph has more big plans.
My goal is I want to see 300 pounds. That's my goal. And I just want to be healthier and be able to, I want to be able to at least jog a mile. That's my goal.
So how does a group of people in one of Mississippi's poorest and fattest counties try to turn things around? Lots of hard work and personal involvement.
It's personal for us. We're dedicated and we're focused to actually, turn this thing around. And it has to start with us. And it's an issue that we're passionate about because it's personal. Nobody can tell you what to eat. Nobody can make you exercise your body. It has to be personal. So, and it starts with us.
There are a lot of people doing different things in the community, but it's not done collectively. You have one person doing this, one person doing that. So what we decided to do was put an organization together where we could go out and bring everybody in. Like my wife said, we're the connector. We're the connection to the other pieces that needs to be involved with what we're doing.
We want to establish a farmer's market here as well. We are considered a food desert, and that means that to get affordable fresh fruits and vegetables, we have to travel at least 10 plus miles. Actually, it's 20 plus miles for us. And so with that, we also want to create a sustainable income with teaching our young people the logistics of working a business, at the same time showing them how to produce value-added products, how to run a business, customer service, inventory, how to plant a garden, how to harvest, manufacture, all of those things.
An amazing plan, really, but one that isn't going to come cheap. And in an area where the average household income tiptoes near the national poverty level, money is hard to come by.
The American Beverage Association has donated almost $6,000, and that was for the infrastructure, the legalities of the land where we're proposing the farmers market to get done, and we were very grateful to them for that. But everything else has just come out of pocket, out of things that we've done.
Whose pockets?
Personal income, Fayette community, Janelle Edwards, Anthony Edwards, Deanna Edwards, Joe Edwards, Rachel O'Mara. She's an Edwards too, but she's married. But just our family.
So how much do you think personally you guys have put into this program?
If I had to take a guesstimate, I would say well over, at this point, maybe about $10,000.
In addition to the money, the Edwards have donated their land as well. A portion of that land will be used to house the farmers market and a multi-purpose building. They also use 2 of their own acres to grow fresh fruits and vegetables for everyone in their community who wants to come out and do some picking.
What we actually have in here, we have a different variety of plants. We got some tomatoes, we got some potatoes, we got some watermelon, we got plenty rows of okra and purple hood peas coming up on the other side.
Last year we had cucumbers, we had squash, watermelon, cantaloupe, honeydew, red peppers, jalapeno peppers, green peppers, purple whole peas, okra, corn. It was really massive, but because we had the mechanical issues, we were just able to get this part done.
So what were the mechanical issues?
The tractor went down.
The old soldier broke down on us.
You can't even complain about the tractor because like I said, when my father and my mother bought this land 30 some odd years ago, Daddy got the tractor and we used the tractor from the time he got it up until a month ago when everything that went down.
So let's add this up. This one family from one of the poorest places in our entire country.
So, this is our makeshift
irrigation. Our irrigation system.
Yeah, this is it.
Has now sacrificed $10,000+, a couple of acres of land, a tractor, and countless hours. Why in the world do they do it?
The Bible tells us we're supposed to leave an inheritance to our children. I know a lot of people associate that with money, but it's also how we live, and a part of it is how we keep our bodies, and it's health. So if we're not healthy to do the work, then how are we being a role model for our children?
And speaking of kids, one of the events put on by the Edwards in their Fat to Fit program was a walkathon and 3-on-3 basketball tournament. Kids and adults from Mississippi and further away showed up to show off. And when there's dancing, Dr. Rick is there. These three girls travel from across the country to take part in the Fat to Fit program. Two are from Michigan, one from Georgia. I talked to them a little bit about the dancing we just did.
What you've done is you've worked music and fun into weight control. Right?
So put it all together to form. Right. It could be fun. You just like I know how to make it fun with the kind of music and the stuff that you do with it. But if you just put together and make it fun, have fun.
And the program was a lot of fun. I danced, well, sort of. I played basketball. Ever heard of an air ball?
I can actually hit it sometimes. Okay, you guys do one.
I walked and learned a lot, both about the Fat to Fit program and how they're being, as Janelle says, an inspiration to the nation.
We have over 400 members from all across the nation that have joined the movement, and we've actually started two groups, one in Inkster, Michigan. They're here. They drove. And they have been training. They did a 6-week walkathon in Michigan to train for this event, to come down for the walkathon. Now they say they're gonna win, but we don't know about that. And then we have a group out of Atlanta, Georgia.
So it looks like the movement is catching on. If one small, poor town can make this much progress, there is no reason the rest of the state can't do the same. But there needs to be assistance. There needs to be support, something that is sparse at the moment.
Speaking of God, I sure would like to see some of your pastors compete.
I would too.
Between the churches and themselves. So
would I.
Maybe we can get them going.
In the words of Jennifer Hudson, where you at? Where you at?
The only program that have come to Jefferson County are the programs that individuals in Jefferson County have tried to start themselves. Not the $1 million grants, not the $100,000 grants. And the world needs to know that we want to do something about it, but we need help. Because we can't do it by ourselves. We need help.
Look at all that money, yeah, the money that they spent. Take another look and take some time for hemp. Don't cut trees for paper, cause it hurts the environment. Stop deforestation, yeah, it's time for hemp. An acre of hemp makes 20 barrels of oil. Need for pesticides to poison all our soil. People got no food, they got no clothes, they got no rent. Well, it's time for hemp. Yeah.
Thank you for taking Time for Hemp. I'm your host, Casper Leach. You are listening to the live broadcast of Time for Hemp on AmericanFreedomRadio.com and on AM/FM stations all across America. I should record that. I mean, that's exactly how I start the show every day. Those of you who are listening to the show every day probably even lip sync that with me. Well, I hope so, because I love the people at American Freedom Radio. They are a hard working group of people. And every Tuesday, I'm fortunate enough to be able to have on my program as a joint host a hardworking activist and someone I'm very proud to be able to call my friend, Kelly Kristen from KDK Distributors. Kelly, thank you for taking time for hemp.
Always, lots of fun. How's it going today?
Pretty mellow today, Kelly. While we got a minute, I'd like to have you tell people about how it is more healthy to use a vaporizer and how they can get one from you.
Absolutely. From a health perspective, I'll tell you, when you vaporize as opposed to burning, when you eliminate the combustion, there are well over 20 carcinogens created by combustion. So they're eliminated, no rolling paper glue. So from a health perspective, pretty awesome. And I like to give away a couple vaporizers. I do so through Treating Yourself magazine. Every issue we give away two to a needy medical patient anywhere in the world who basically can't afford a vaporizer but could certainly use one. All you have to do is send me an email, kellyk@valleyofgreen.com. Let me know your situation. Send us a picture, and hey, we'll be happy to send one out. We love giving them away.
And that's very kind of you to do that, because when people need not only good medication but a good source of getting their medications into their systems, and as you said, the cost of medications alone are expensive, and so
without a doubt, a lot of people are on a limited income, so being able to pay rent and buy food and even hopefully get some medication, let alone think about getting a vaporizer, is definitely not within their reach, and those are the people that I need to try and get a vaporizer to. And I know there's a lot more out there. Keep sending the stuff in, because we certainly giving them away.
Well, again, that's one of the reasons why I consider you to be a hero in the marijuana movement, and I can understand why so many people around the world, and especially in Canada, your home country, love you. We do have a large audience in Canada. We have a large audience around the world. Yesterday, we had guests on from Thailand, and we're having a guest on from Thailand again today, Bangkok, as a matter of fact. We're going to be talking about the high-frequency active auroral research program. For those of you who are not acquainted with that, the acronym for that is HAARP. And it's a very interesting topic, I must say. Kelly and I have been taking a good look at it these past couple of weeks, and it's kind of mind-boggling, don't you think, Kelly?
Oh, I'm absolutely blown away. I have to admit that I was unaware that HAARP existed up until very recent. That you asked me to be on the show, and this was going to be happening on the show. So of course I've checked it out.
Well, we're going to take a commercial break here and pay our bills, and when we come back, we're going to sing some songs with the HAARP here at Time for Hemp.
Now you and your family and friends can enjoy the cleanest, most delicious, and healthy drinking water anytime, even while traveling, camping, at sporting events, or in emergency situations. The Berkey Light removes bacteria, cysts, parasites, and harmful chemicals to below detectable levels. It also reduces nitrates and unhealthy minerals like lead and mercury, while leaving in the beneficial and nutritional minerals your body needs. Berkey Light is so powerful, it can even purify raw, untreated water from remote lakes and streams. And the optional PF2 filters even remove fluoride. The Berkey Light LED, with its rechargeable lighting system, can be used as a nightlight or a camp light. To view or purchase your Berkey water system and replacement filters, please visit American Freedom Radio's website at AmericanFreedomRadio.com and click the Berkey banner. Once again, that's AmericanFreedomRadio.com and click the Berkey water banner. Not yet available in Iowa.
Do you realize every day we are being put under constant stress from wireless radiation? What's worse is that you don't even know that it's happening. It puts as much stress on our body as if we had a constant viral infection, draining our energy and sapping our strength, or just making us irritable and fatigued. These wireless fields are being emitted from computers, microwaves, mobile phones, power lines, and any electrical appliance. Now there is a solution. A group of research engineers in New Zealand have come up with an active shielding device that shields you from wireless radiation at a cellular level. Blue Shield comes in 3 models: a household, portable, and USB that plugs into any computer. The great thing about Blue Shield is it is very affordable and guaranteed to last. A one-off purchase will see you being protected for years to come. Visit AmericanFreedomRadio.com and click on the Blue Shield banner. Blue Shield, brought to you by the VinnyEastwoodShow.com.
Are you suffering from issues related to angina pain, high blood pressure, congestive heart failure, unbalanced cholesterol, irregular heartbeats, clogged arteries? If so, you are not alone. Millions of people are suffering from one or more of these problems. If you'd like to live your life free of sickness, pain, and fear, live your life with increased vitality, energy, and youthfulness, and experience your body healing itself, then this might be the most important message you'll ever hear. An effective 100% organic nutritional supplement is now available. Heart and Body Extract is an exclusive formula of wild-crafted and organic herbs. It is extremely effective and starts to work within days. Get your Heart and Body Extract today by visiting heartandbody.com or by calling 866-295-5305, 866-295-5305, or heartandbody.com.
Online, all the time, your gateway to the world. AFR! American Freedom Radio. Give it to them.
Listen to the Vinny Eastwood Show on American Freedom Radio. Live worldwide weekdays 5 till 7 Central. It's the Vinny Eastwood Show on American Freedom Radio.
Yeah, baby, I do. I wake, I bake, and I do whatever it takes to get me through the day because I got a full plate to deal with, and that is fighting back in this war on drugs. I would encourage you to get up off that couch and quit watching Dancing with the Stars. I mean, really, who cares if Christy Alley can do the 2-step? At her age, she should be lucky to even do 1 step. Thank you. Go to green-aid.com. First thing you do, make a donation. Second thing you do, read what's going on there and find out how you can make a difference in your neck of the woods. On the program today, we are stepping outside the box, and we are going to be learning about the HAARP project. And my joint host, God, I love saying joint, and is on the program today from KDK Distributors, Kelly Kristen. Kelly, thank you for being on the program and stepping outside the box with me as well.
Well, I'm always interested in being educated. This seems really quite a bit above my head. I've been trying to read a little bit about it, and there's obviously an awful lot going on there. So I'm interested in hearing what we get, what's going on.
Well, we are very lucky today to be joined by Eric Dubay. He is from Bangkok, and one night in Bangkok, and you know the world is your oyster. And so he's been studying the New World Order and a variety of things that's been going on in the planet, and he has a very interesting website he's going to be telling you about. But first thing I want to talk about is this groovy thing called HAARP. Eric, thank you for taking Time for Hemp.
Thanks for having me. I've always got time for hemp.
Groovy. Now, a lot of people, and I mean a lot of people, and I can't believe it, don't know to this day what HAARP is. So can you, in a nutshell, and I mean in a nutshell, spit that out?
Sure thing. So HAARP stands for the High Frequency Active Auroral Research Program, which is a pretty benevolent title for what it really is. But basically, it's an ionospheric heater that uses computer-controlled radio frequency transmitters to emit steerable electromagnetic beams. So what that means is there's a big antenna array, and it's shooting electromagnetic radio frequency into the ionosphere and then manipulating the ionosphere in various ways.
Yeah, I would encourage people after this program to Google HAARP and learn more about it. But what Eric's talking about, too, is not just one antenna, but it's a whole bunch of antennas on a large acreage of ground. And I think he'll be letting us know there's quite a few of them around the world. We have one up in Alaska in the middle of nowhere. Jesse Ventura went up to check it out. In the middle of nowhere. I mean, you really got to drive, take horse sleds, get Santa Claus and his reindeers to fly you in. They still got 2 gates around this thing. So it's a top secret project, and it's highly funded by government dollars all around the world, not just our government, but varieties of governments, right?
That's right. Yeah, there's HAARP-like facilities in somewhere between 6 to 10 different countries. There's not a definite number out there, but Norway definitely has one, Puerto Rico has one, Russia has one, and there's the big one there in Gakona, Alaska, that you're mentioning about.
Kelly?
Yeah, this is pretty interesting stuff. I mean, like you say, a benevolent name and very generic type of stuff they say they're doing. They also claim that you can relatively easy get access, according to what I read in Wikipedia, that it is open to civilians, maybe not on a regular basis, but people can get into the facility. So maybe it's not so super secret as you think, Casper.
They do have open houses once every 2 years, so they do let civilians in there once in a while just to keep the benevolent face. That website that you're probably reading, the HAARP official website, again, that wasn't up until basically it was exposed to the point that they needed to counteract the people exposing them, so they put up their own version of what HAARP can and can't do, but it's quite at odds with a lot of things like their own patents that they own, whereas they say it isn't used for weather manipulation. The patent's owned by Raytheon, which owns HAARP, and the patents are clearly for weather manipulation, creating nuclear-sized explosions without radiation, power beaming systems, detection systems for missiles, and many other effects as well.
Now, you said that it was originally designed to be a friendly type of tool, something that would benefit mankind. And I've, in research, found that the individual who actually invented HAARP is now